Sit tall in your chair, close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, have your eyes downcast, and simply connect to your breath. Try to do all your breathing in and out through the nose without strain, simply noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale, and noticing all the sensations in your body as you come completely into this present moment. Now we're going to extend the breath with the 3-part breath. Place your hands on your abdomen, and for 5 breaths, focus on breathing in and out of the hands, breathing deeply into the base of the lungs. Now move your hands up to the sides of the ribs and focus your breath a little bit more on expanding the lower rib cage as you breathe in and allowing it to move inwards as you breathe out. This is the breath into the mid part of the chest. And now place your fingertips on the top of the collarbones and breathe right to the top of your lungs, feeling the collarbones lifting as you fill the very top third of your lungs. And as you exhale, the collarbones sinking down. Now release the hands to a comfortable position with the palms down or up, and try to breathe for 5 breaths, accessing all 3 areas of your lungs, breathing into the abdomen, the mid-chest, and the upper third of the lungs with each inhale. And as you exhale, releasing the breath from these 3 areas. Make your breathing easy, rhythmic. Do not strain the breath. Breathe in to a comfortable fullness of breath and exhale slowly to release the breath. You will find that with this full 3-part breath, your breathing rate will slow down markedly, and this will have a calming effect on the mind and on the body. And now pause for a moment and just notice how you feel after this initial breathing exercise. And now we're going to move into our breath and movement section. Start with the palms together in front of the chest, and as you breathe in, take the arms wide, keeping the shoulders soft and maintaining a fullness of in-breath and out-breath. Try to coordinate the arm movements with the 2 phases of the breath, opening the arms wide on inhale, bringing the palms together on exhale. And now rest the palms down with the palms facing upwards. And this time, as you breathe in, raise both arms. And at the end of the inhale, turn the palms to face downwards and lower the arms down back to the legs. Turn the palms to repeat this practice 4 more times. The introduction of turning the palms reminds us that there is a slight pause at the end of the inhale and at the end of the exhale. And now we're going to release the shoulders. Begin by rolling the shoulder blades, lifting them forwards and up as you breathe in, and taking the shoulders back and down as you breathe out. And after a few rolls in this direction, reverse the direction of your rolls. Now we're going to shrug the shoulders, breathing in, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears and drawing the head down towards the torso. And as we exhale, release the shoulders down and extend the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And repeat that a couple more times. And to fully mobilize the shoulders, place the hands on or near the top of the shoulders with the elbows out to the sides, and begin to circle both elbows slowly with the breath, inhaling for half a circle and exhaling for the other half. Our next practice is the seated cat, which mobilizes the whole of the spine. As you breathe in, press down into the chair and arch the back, but try not to do too much in the neck. We're working on arching the lower back and the mid part of the spine, and just doing a little back bend in the neck. And as you exhale, slide the hands down towards the knees, tuck the chin in towards the top of the chest, and draw the tummy in to take the spine in the other direction, a rounded back position. And move in this way with your breath, inhaling, opening the front of the body, and exhale, closing and drawing in the front of the body. Alternately back bending and forward bending the spine, and this moves more than 69 joints in the spine. Now we're going to briefly lengthen the spine. As you breathe in, raise the arms and lift the crown of the head and feel as if you are lengthening your spine as much as possible. And as you exhale, release the arms but maintain the length in the spine. And repeat. And then we move from this practice into the seated twist, breathing in, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, twisting to the right, turning both the shoulders and the head. And we're taking 3 breaths in this position. And then remain in the twist, but turn the head back towards the center of the room, so that your shoulders are going one way and your head is going in the opposite direction, and this is very mobilizing for the spine. Just for 2 breaths, and then release. Breathe in, lengthen up, and exhale, twist to the other side. And maintaining the twist while turning the head back into the room. And release. And now we're going to come into a back strengthening practice that also counterposes the twisting movements. Lean forward slightly and arch your back so that you can feel your back muscles engaging to support the spine. And if you want to make this stronger, and back strength is an important characteristic to have to avoid lower back pain conditions, then you can hover the hands above the thighs and ask the back muscles to do a little bit more work. And at the end of your 5th breath or thereabouts, release down over the thighs, either resting the arms or hands on the thighs, or letting the arms hang down towards the floor. Breathe easily in this position and allow the weight of the body going forwards to stretch out and release the lower back. Now we're coming into another back bend. Take the arms just behind you, and if you have a suitable chair, it may help to hold on to the chair. And use the chair as an anchor point to roll the shoulders back, to lift the sternum and open the front of the chest. And again, try to do most of your work in the back, particularly the mid part of the back, and only a tiny amount in the neck. We don't ever want to throw the head back and compress the back of the neck. When you're in a back bend position, breathe steadily, breathing into this open position for the chest. And at the end of the 5th breath, release forward, resting the hands on the thighs, and soften and release the spine. Our next practice is to open the hips, lift the right leg, hold the shin just below the kneecap, and use the right arm to circle into the hip joint. If you have a chair with arms on the side, this movement will be restricted. And then work in the same way on the other leg. Now we're going to work the feet, alternately lifting the heels and then the toes, working with the breath. And this strengthens and stretches the calf muscles and the front shin muscles. From here we're going to do some cross crawling. So on your next inhale, straighten the right leg and lift the left arm. And as you exhale, release both back to their starting position. And on the next inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm. And continue in this way. Cross crawling requires us to use both sides of the brain and is therefore good for horizontal integration of the 2 hemispheres of the brain. As you may know, the right hemisphere of the brain controls the left side of the body and vice versa. This is also giving us a stretch into the hamstrings at the back of the thigh. And these muscles, if you do a lot of chair sitting, become tight, and tight hamstrings correlate with lower back pain and other conditions we wish to avoid. We finish this practice with a little bit of balancing. So standing up, simply lift the heels as you breathe in and lower them as you breathe out. And then lift the toes as you breathe in and lower them as you breathe out. If your balance is good, you can come into a held balance, taking the arms away from the body and lifting one leg for up to 5 breaths and then the other. Please ensure you're on a non-stick mat or have taken your socks off if you're on a slippery floor. And if your balance is not very good today, then please use the chair or a wall to support yourself. Now we're going to close this practice with 2 breathing practices. So coming back into the chair, our first practice is all about lengthening the exhale. So take a moment to close your eyes or keep your eyes downcast if you prefer to keep them open, and reconnect with your breath as it is, breathing in and out through the nose if possible. And then on your next inhale, silently count to 3. And as you exhale, silently count to 3, making the breath as slow and steady and smooth as you can. Each time you exhale, you're going to add a count. So always inhaling for 3 and then exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that feels comfortable, exhaling to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that is still comfortable, continue to a maximum length of exhale of 6. So you would be breathing in for 3 seconds or thereabouts and exhaling for 6 seconds. Lengthening the exhale in this way is deeply calming to the body and stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation response. So this is a practice to do if you feel stressed, have insomnia, or simply need to relax and chill out. We're doing this practice for around 10 breaths, but once you know how to do this practice, you can easily do it yourself for as long as you want to. Our second and final breathing practice is called coherent breathing, and for this we are aiming to make our inhale and exhale the same length. And we're working up to breathing in for 6 seconds and breathing out for 6 seconds. However, our golden rule is that there should be no strain on the breath. So if breathing in for 4 or 5 seconds is more suitable for you, then please work at that rate. Again, pause for a moment, notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling after the previous breathing practice. And then begin to count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you inhale and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. If that feels comfortable, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that is comfortable, the final ratio is inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that you don't have to count, we have a chime track where 2 chimes are heard 6 seconds apart, and you can try to tune your breath in to the sound of the chimes.